We are here with CTX Student Athlete Advisory Committee President Dalaine Whitlock, who is also a junior captain and defender on the women's soccer team. Dalaine, how would you describe what SAAC is for people who may not know about it?
SAAC is made up of 2 athletes from every sport here at Concordia, and it's basically just to make sure that the student-athlete experience is as good as it can be, just making sure that our athletes' well-being is where it needs to be, that there are no issues there. Also promoting athletic events and trying to get people out to those events so that that experience is the best it can be as well. Also, we're trying to engage in more of a connectedness with the student body. So SAAC is an institution that tries to connect the rest of the student body with the athletic department so that we do have some more campus spirit at Concordia.
And what do you feel were the biggest accomplishments of SAAC last year while you were serving as vice president?
Last year, I think we, in the fall, we did our Battle of the Teams food drive, and we raised over 500 pounds of food for the capital of Texas area food bank. So that was a really big deal for us. We also started our Special Olympics partnership, and I would say that that was kind of the biggest accomplishment last year. We started that in the winter when we raised, I believe it was around $500 for them through our Make a Change donations.
That's awesome. What goals have been set by SAAC for the 2011-2012 academic year?
This year we really do want to kind of bridge that gap that we do feel like there's a bit of a disconnect between the rest of the student body, the non-traditional student body, and the athletic department. So trying to bridge that gap and kind of have more unity on campus, more unity within our athletic department and within Concordia as a whole. Just having more. Last year I think that we weren't as efficient as we could be as a SAAC body, and so I think trying to get some efficiency and trying to make every event that we do kind of the best it can be rather than thrown together like some were last year. So trying to really do more events and have them bigger and better, and just looking to also promote the Special Olympics Texas partnership, and I'm really looking to get that rolling and have that our big focus this year.
Yeah, you mentioned that Concordia established that partnership with the Special Olympics of Texas, and that it began with fundraising for the organization through the Make a Change program last winter. How active is SAAC looking to be with the Special Olympics, and what types of events do you have planned or hope to initiate?
This year we do have some set dates for each sport. We're going to try to call it Athletes for Athletes. It's them coming to our games and supporting us, and while they're there, being able to build relationships with them and mingle with them and share the skills and knowledge that we've learned and gained from our sports, sharing that with them, and as well as learning from them about the skills and knowledge and all the lessons that they've learned from being active in their sports. We have set dates for basketball, soccer, and volleyball. We're inviting them out to our event. They'll kind of walk out with us, do announcements. We'll have a halftime event. Then that's where we try to have every athlete that participates at Concordia at that event so that we can mix and mingle with the athletes and really not just have this as something to where they just come and watch, but to where we're really building and cultivating relationships with them. And because I do think that athletics is something that's very, obviously we're all still playing. I think that it is something that's impacted all of our lives, and I think that athletics can be extremely powerful. And just through those relationships, using athletics to kind of learn and gain new experiences from it. We're also they have their flag football competition coming up October 1st, and so we're looking to kind of help volunteer at that and make sure that that runs smoothly. It's basically just inviting them out to our campus to support us at our events and going to support them at their events, just in any way that we can.
Another major responsibility you have on your plate is serving as a representative on the National SAAC for the American Southwest Conference and Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference. Talk about how that experience has been so far. What types of advantages do you feel you have with being able to see everything from a national perspective?
It was awesome. We had our first meeting in Indianapolis in July. It's really cool to get to see that from the national perspective, because you really see exactly how things on such a broad spectrum impact you at a smaller stage like Concordia. And just seeing how the NCAA, I think people have it as some big institution that kind of just gives us rules and this is what you do, but the NCAA really, really cares about the student-athlete well-being and really cares about student-athlete opinion and exactly what we want and how we feel about things. We met with NCAA Management Council, and just meeting with them and the NCAA staff, you really learn that they the thing that they want to know most is how athletes are doing and how they feel about things, and trying to pull that into their decisions and trying to pull that into the next steps that they take as they move forward. They're always looking out for the student athletes, and just seeing that from the national perspective has really helped me to appreciate that more, I think.
And what are some other events and activities that you have planned for the near future involving SAAC?
Right now, SAAC, the two biggest things, the closest one we have is September 24th. It's kind of a tentative date. We're trying to make it work. The women's and men's soccer teams play University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. It's a home game on a Saturday. And that's going to be our first Athletes for Athletes event for this school year. It's where they're going to come out and hopefully get to cook out with them and just kind of hang out with the Special Olympics athletes and get to know them. And then we also have, in October, we'll have, I believe it's October 18th, is when volleyball will have their Athlete for Athlete event. And then in October, we're going to try to kick off our Battle of the Teams canned food drive again, which will go towards the Texas Capital of Area Food Bank downtown, and just try to make that even better than it was last year.
All right, thank you so much for your time.